Focus of your life has changed. Did you start to feel it on Monday? Here we go. Let's look at why and how. Watch to the end because I'm going to cover every zodiac sign. And if you want to learn more about how to read your chart on your own and do readings for yourself every day, because why not? It's the best guidance system and tool you have to understand yourself and your life. Come join my astrology course, link in bio. Monday the 17th, we had the north node of the moon move into Aries. For the past year and a half, since January 2022, the north node has been in the sign of Taurus, having us focus on finances, all things money, self-care, self-worth, our values, and material possessions. But now that the north node is in Aries and the south node is in Libra, the north node rules where we're going, where we're headed, our direction as a collective, and the south node represents release, letting go, moving away from. This is kind of why we're moving into a season of breakups. It's not going to apply to everyone. Check your chart for how and when this is going to impact you and what area of life. But generally, we are entering into a season of relationships ending, whether that's friendships, business partnerships, romantic partners. That's just the season of life we're in. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. It happens every 18 years. And it will happen again after this next year and a half for another 18 years. So that's the good news. Now that the north node is in Aries, we are really moving into a time of taking inspired action, embracing courageousness and bravery, starting a business, going on an eat, pray, love trip because you want to find yourself. Aries also rules identity and our sense of self. So a lot of us are learning how to put ourselves first and let go of the people-pleasing habits and tendencies of codependency. This next season of life that we're in now is all about embracing your independence. And now I'm going to cover all 12 zodiac signs in zodiac order based on your rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, you can go off your sun sign, but the rising sign is going to be the most accurate, and this is why your birth time is so important to know. Aries rising, this is going to amplify your focus on yourself and embracing your independence, maybe changing something about your identity, your appearance, your sense of self, being more integrated and embodied with your badassness. Taurus rising, the focus has been on you the past year and a half. So what has changed about your identity and sense of self? Now you're going to be looking at things that maybe were hidden about your mental health, your spirituality, and focusing on your mental health through some sort of spiritual practice or modality. Gemini risings, this is going to be a focus on your friendships, coming out of hermit mode a little bit, and establishing more friends around you that feel empowering and inspiring and action-oriented. Very healing for you too. Maybe joining like the gym to find more like-minded friends, something like that. Cancer rising, this focus is on your career now, starting a business, putting yourself out there in new ways to build something based on what your intuition has been telling you. Like, just do the thing, take the inspired action, it's gonna pay off and be successful. And it's also gonna heal you majorly. Leo rising, this is putting a focus on your travels and your higher knowledge, your education. Maybe going back to school to get another degree or joining a certification course, something like that, to focus on your spiritual development and add to your bank of wisdom and knowledge. Maybe going on some international travels to do that as well. Virgo rising, big focus now on your investments and how you're utilizing the resources of others. Maybe paying off debt, paying off loans, or getting loans to help you start a business, that kind of thing. Good time to invest if you haven't already. And there will also be a big focus on healing around any wounds that you hold as it relates to your intimacy and vulnerability. Libra rising, this is a big time to focus on your relationships. You've done a lot of healing in this area of your life the past couple years, and now it's time to take action based on that healing that you've integrated and those lessons you've learned. It's time to come out of hermit mode and put yourself out there to find probably a long-term partnership. Scorpio rising, this is a big focus now on your work, what you're doing on a daily basis as it relates to your job and how you're making money, as well as a bigger focus on the physical health of your body, maybe changing up your eating or how you're exercising to take better care of yourself and your actual body and have more of a work-life balance too. Sagittarius rising, now is the time to focus on your dating life. Probably throwing a lot of lines out there to see what you pick up. This is going to cause you to feel more inspired when it comes to romance and dating. Your sex life will probably be popping, as well as your creativity and how you're taking action towards your passions. Doing more things that are a creative outlet for you and actually bring you joy is going to be a focus. Capricorn, big focus for the next year and a half on your home life. Maybe healing from childhood trauma, healing family dynamics, or just bouncing around from place to place to find what really feels like home for you. You might also release some attachments or relationships you had related to a career path you were going down, so you can focus more on your private life and being at home, or having a job where you can work from home, that kind of thing. Aquarius rising! Big focus on your day-to-day errands, what you're doing as a routine in your day-to-day life, where you're going, who you're talking to, how you're socializing, if you're working out or not, and your communication. How you're communicating to yourself, the limiting beliefs you hold, the stories you hold within your head, and how that internal dialogue is coming through in your communication with others. Pisces rising. Big focus on your money, your finances, making more in a way that really feels aligned with you in your creative process and journey. Maybe finally getting paid for your artwork, your drawings, graphic design, that kind of thing, and starting a business from it. This is all tied into how you're taking inspired action on a new project or venture and allowing yourself to get paid for it. What's your rising sign? Did this resonate with you? Let me know in the comments.